I got scoop. I never get scoop. I'm not even a guy that wants scoop, by the way. I am not a journalist. I am a member of the media, if you will. If you will, that's as far as you could go for me. I do opinion pieces only. I prefer to speculate than deliver. I came across on some scoop. So let's look at the bantamweights on display this weekend. If Corey Sandhagen beats Sterling or Sterling beats Sandhagen, they go into a fight with Marlon. Marlon versus the winner of Sandhagen. Sterling automatically becomes the number one contender, goes on to fight the winner of Aldo Peter Yan. If Cody Garbrandt goes out, wins decisively and looks impressive, he leapfrogs all of them, he goes and fights the winner. No number one contenders fight. He goes right into the winner of Yan versus Aldo. Now, I think that's interesting. I really do, and I wish that didn't stay secret. Because I think that adds, right? Meaningful fights are hard to put on. Fights that have meaning are just hard to do. Fun fights, interesting fights, competitive fights, do those all day long. A meaningful fight with significance is always what you're looking for, but unless you come out and advertise it as such, you don't have the significance. You have to say what's the significance. You got the Sunday belt. You got to say what the cherry on top of it is, right? You got to say whether you're putting the sprinkles on there, you're putting hot fudge, you're putting caramel sauce. I mean, you have to say what it is. So this may come out, but it may not. And if it comes out after I said it, then I scooped everybody. You're welcome. But I have one more piece. Which is, is Fight Island real? Now, I think we're all getting to the point where we realize this is real. But what does it look like for me is nothing short of fascinating. Nobody knows where this is. I don't think this was ever meant to be a secret. The media picked up on this so hard and glorified and sensationalized this so much, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm in. I'm on board from day one. I'm on board with Fight Island. I'm on board with John Oliver coming out and teasing the company and saying it should have been named UFC, like sea like the ocean, UFC. They went and trademarked that. I'm on board with everything that is going on here, but I'm still wondering because this looks like a logistical nightmare to me. However, I must share with you, I've never been to an island. So I am only left with what my mind does when I hear that, with the assimilation that my mind makes with the word island. I'm picturing nothing. I am picturing sand. I am picturing the movie Castaway. I'm picturing the book, what was that called? Lord of the Flies. Totally deserted. What are you going to do? But guys, that's not what island has to mean. Hawaii's got island. Costa Rica's got islands. They could be heavily populated. Absolutely. They could have hotels and hospitals and schools and a regular town and restaurants and all the accommodations. Nothing is to say that it doesn't. It's just when I hear private island, I think of nothing but sand. And the UFC coming in and building an infrastructure. It's like, well, where are you going to start? Where are you going to stop, rather? You have to have a city. You have to have somewhere to stay. You have to have medical personnel. Unless you're going to bring it all in, you're going to set up tents. There's ways to do it. I fought in a place, personalized this in Costa Rica. And it had everything. There was a resort there. We had food and running water and a great time and a bed to sleep in at night, televisions. Just by example, it had a little bit of everything. But there was a lot of things it didn't have. You could not go to a store. You had to get it all inclusive. Whatever was at that resort is what you were going to have. You weren't going to go gift shopping, for example, souvenir shopping, for example. You weren't going to be able to bring your kids for an extended stay and they can go to the local schools, for example. You couldn't go to the church on Sunday and say your prayers, for example. Those things didn't exist. They also had a little private airport, little dirt airport, crop duster to the highest of levels. But if there was a medical emergency, you could get in that. And in a short period of time, you could be to a major hospital. But that short period of time was 25 minutes. I mean, based on the medical condition you have, 25 minutes is actually a remarkable amount of time. I've never been in a situation like that. Not even for the 12 days that I was there. Never been anywhere in my life. I could have just called 911, by example. I only offer that to you because what Fight Island is, the UFC is very light on details. I don't think that was ever their plan. I think it just became such speculation, all positive, by the way. No bad rumors coming about it, nothing negative. This really positive speculation. Look, there's few things in life more damaging than speculation. That is so damaging because people always go negative. For some reason, everybody went positive. Everybody loved the idea of Fight Island. My teammate, Paige Van Zandt, gets a contract to fight on Fight Island. Guess what the contract said? Because that's where you're going to get the location, right? That's where you're going to get the location. Guess what the contract said? Fight Island. The secret remains.